Hello, everyone. One of the things that I'm going to say to every one of us is that we need a new set of politicians. The current set of politicians that we have not done well by citizens. They are not playing politics. What we have is organized crime, and it needs to be dismantled. We also need a new set of citizens. The current set of citizens that we have right now are not doing what they're supposed to do. They are people who have decided that they are more like slaves than citizens. So there's a lot of work that we need to do. And there's this tweet here that is so apt. I'm just reading this tweet, and this is what has even inspired this particular video. I've been thinking about this thought, and like I'm gonna put it out there, in a video. But just seeing this tweet today just brought everything on. And this is from Clarita Orga at Clarita_Orga on X, formerly known as Twitter. And she says, what most Nigerians call politics is an utter lack of principles, morals, and dignity. This is why I ponder frequently on my future in Nigerian politics, because I refuse to play this game of selfish interest. Joining an organized crime cartel masquerading as a political party means you more or less share their ideology and are willing to sacrifice your dignity for a morsel of bread. This particular tweet, as it is, I can tell you, describes the Nigerian politics to the T. And this kind of politics is not the kind of politics that is going to work for people. When we're talking about democracy and people are saying that democracy has failed Nigeria, what we fail to understand most times is that the kind of politics that is being played is what has failed Nigeria. We have the politics of criminality, politics where people feel that, oh, rigging is normal, where people will say to you every election there's rigging, and as far as they are concerned, that ceases to make everything okay. No, it's not okay. Rigging an election shouldn't be shouldn't be in the same sentence. Buying votes shouldn't be in the same sentence. Using violence during elections shouldn't be in the same sentence. We've gotten to a place where we mock people because they do politics in a clean manner. We mock people because they refuse to participate in violence when it comes to politics. We mock people because they refuse to bribe, they refuse to buy, they refuse to use money to be able to get certain favors when it comes to politics, whether it is in terms of getting the party ticket or in terms of getting the votes of the people. We need to stop all of that nonsense. That is not politics. And then some people will look at you and say, oh, you think politics is a joke? You think politics is murmur? Go and try your luck. Go and try your popularity. In a distasteful manner, they mock people who are coming out to do politics in a clean manner. But the problem is this. We have seen it again and again and again. Every one of us, we're the ones who are suffering. Repeatedly over the years, we've seen governments have come, both legitimate and illegitimate government, and it's always like the preceding government, it's better than what we have. Yes, because we have allowed the nonsense of criminality to go on, and the only way it can go is for it to worsen. And so at this moment, we must be particular in ensuring that we get a critical number of people to be in politics. We get critical number of people to be citizens as citizens should be. Eternal vigilance, they say, is a price one has to pay for democracy. We need to pay that price. We need to make demands. We need to take our minds away from the kind of conditioning that we have had over the years, where we're told that we cannot speak up, where we're told that when we make demands we're disrespectful, where we're told that if we speak up, if we ask questions, it means that we are rude, we are not well brought up. That has to stop. As citizens, the duty of citizens is to make demands on those who are voted into office. And the duty of those voted into office is to listen to the demands of citizens and do what is best for the greater good, what is best for the community, what is best for the people. What we have right now, it's not politics, it's criminal enterprise criminal organization, and this has to be dismantled. Every one of us must begin to think, how are we going to participate in politics? Are we going to be those that will join parties and be party members and ensure that the right things are done? Are we going to be those that would be in party and ensure that the right people that will be flag bearers for party, people with competence, character, capacity, are the ones that get into office? Are we going to enter our parties and ensure that there is nothing like, buying votes or selling votes or any buying delegates or any of those things? Or are we going to go into party and run for office? Or are we going to go into parties and be supporters? Or we are not even going to go into parties. We're just going to be outside, but supporters of those who are running for office, helping them to raise money. One of the easiest way that the criminal enterprise that call themselves the political class of Nigeria have been able to stay on is because they have continuously looted the commonwealth of the people, and they have used this commonwealth, this looted wealth, to perpetuate themselves in office or perpetuate their stooges in office. Politics is expensive. Democracy is expensive. Election is expensive. And so if we want people to run for office, we will not sit down and expect that they will be the ones to bring in their money. The moment they bring in their money, then it's no longer politics. It's no longer election. It's no longer democracy. It becomes business. And when they get in there, the first thing that they're going to do is that they're going to recoup their money. So what are you and I going to do to ensure that our widow's mite, little money that we have, are contributed for us to ensure that people with competence, character, capacity, who even if they do not have the money, are the ones that go forth and put in the work and work for the greater good and work for the people and not their own selfish selves. So we must also change the way we do politics. The expectance that citizens seem to have, that when people are running for office, that they are going to be the ones to spend their money, that has to stop. You cannot, in all fairness, collect money from someone, make them spend their money, they pay you, and then they get into office, you expect them to work for you. They won't work for you. They're going to work for themselves. They're going to work to recoup their money. They're going to work for the people that either sponsor them to be there. And that's the politics that we've had in Nigeria that has been killing Nigeria. So I ask you today, what are you going to do to change the criminal enterprise that is masquerading itself as politics in Nigeria today? What is it? Forget about what any other person is doing. Forget about whether this is going to do this is going to do that or not do that. The most important question is, what are you going to do to ensure the politics in Nigeria becomes a better politics that is for the greater good of the people and not for a selfish few?